I'm forgetting something. Usually I sit before stream and I go like, is everything? Do I have everything? And I can't remember. I always feel like I'm forgetting something when I just hit the button without going through that checklist. So, like, you know, plugging in the mic last time. At least this time I remembered that. I won't forget for a while now. So actually, since I cleared things up, is the mic too loud right now? Because I'm noticing that, like, I think I'm maxing on it. Depends on what I'm doing. I can turn it down a little bit if needed. So make sure I'm not using a boost or something. What's this one? Nope, okay. Boost never really comes out that well. You think quieter? Okay. I'll put it down like 20%. How's that? That might be a little better. Actually, that might be a little quiet. Let's try that. That's not down that much. The main thing that's an issue is that I'm trying to talk into it, but if like if we have a situation where somebody's over or they go like loud and laugh, then that can be a whole different story. So okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to like have it blowing people out or something. So anyways, we're back. We're gonna crackle. I can't remember where we left off before. I think we were just working on like, oh, we were working on the shadow bit. I actually needed to put some ponies running in here. So let's do that. I need, what's some ponies that can run? Let's put Bon Bon, just because we have the other one. I'm trying to make this easier. Nah, I know by face it'll be easier. I was going to say running pony one or something, but did I put on one word or two words? It's easier to keep track of this one. It is Friday. Yay. This is the reason I'm starting the stream early. There's a friend coming into town and they're popping up later tonight, so I don't want to like have the stream running for the whole like part of the time they're here. So cutting a little early. So it might be around 9, it might be a little earlier. I want to go on. How big are these ponies? Oh wow, they are tiny. Oh, well, that's because pony and ground. So how big pony now? See, this might be a little bit too backed up. The other thing too is I see shadows for the dragons. I don't see shadows for Pwn. So at this point there should be shadows. Oh, there we go. Hello. So we just got to get this set to the minimum. No, Kyle's at a wedding, I think. Do you have a Discord room? No, we haven't made any Discord thing. Actually, that was talked about on the last stream, though. About potentially making one, but it would be for like stream or anything. It could be used on the side for such, but for other stuff. But it's nowhere near on my priority list, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, there we go. Now I have shadows for Pwn. Doesn't look very much, but... Is that shadow? Yes. Down. Alright, so we have Bon. Who's another Pwn? Well, just Carrot Top. I was thinking of all the easy ones that are easy and to copy. Okay. I want to have just a couple. Was there a run cycle for the CMC? You're petty. Actually, might be another animation resource. I don't know. Some of these folders had such a weird mix. I thought there was a CMC one. No, at least not in here. Unless I'm blind. I could be blind. Nope, don't see any. Where's the other pack? Because I swear somebody made something. There's Twilight Walk-In. Is Genma? I would think that would be some like animated thing. So I'm just going through here for moving things. Hey.
Thanks for feeding Schnookums.
He wanted food.
Pretty much. Hello, peoples. It's Friday.
Okay, so I see that. So maybe it can't be that long afterwards. There's Crackle.
Can you use the
Best Dragon?
Can you use the cycle you used for Trixie?
That was just a normal run cycle jammed into
Tininess.
Nope. No, you don't. You're trying to be a little butt. Nope. I must jump on my computer. Yeah, so this is far back. Okay. These are my pictures. Oh, the pictures for like the videos. Yeah. I set it all up last night. It took me like 3 hours to go and edit them all, and then, but DeviantArt only allows up to 3 per hour as a limit. So that was the only. So the only choice I had was. I guess actually that doesn't work. Maybe he had more in his name than that. Oh, did you find it? Sweet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the dash. That's why. Yeah, I thought I remember seeing that GIF, so that's fine. But no, so I only put 3 an hour, and I wanted to have it so that it was released well before I got home. So I just set it for the maximum amount I could do, and went about my business. So it's called CMC Run Cycle. I'm actually going to rename that to Run Cycle CMC. Because if I'm looking for a run cycle first, then who's going to be doing the running second? So it'd be easier to find that way. Speed. Can I just CMC, or is it going to be like Sweetie Belle? The Sweetie Belle. Sweetie Belle, get away from us. They're dangerous. Like scared dragons. Yeah, look, they already got into her. There's another one. The nice thing about her is that it would give people a variation in speed. What's another one? I've got... Is that 2 Earth Mode? Yeah, I got 2 Earth Mode. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Earth Pony Town. What's another one to have? Hello, Michael. Oh, the brick, I didn't make that. That was, Stan made it and then just added a whole crap load of people on as contributors for some reason. And it actually ended up being pretty funny because people were like, why is there so many people that made a brick? What's another one to add? I want to keep away from the main 6. Because as soon as the main 6 are too iconic and they stand out way too much, if you put any of them in there, like they become something like you latch onto, and so I want to stay away from that. Derpy's already in there, so I'm goofy, so I want to stay away from that. And anybody that looks excessively unique, like photo finish or something. Nurse Red Heart would be kind of too unique. Octavia might work, but I don't know. It wouldn't make any sense why she's there. Same with Rara. Scarlet. I think I downloaded it just for the main. Scotch Tap. Silver Spoon that? Oh, she's the adultish version. Sleever Crack. Oh. Whatever. He's a cracker, so that makes sense. Snips and Snails might work, but I don't think the run cycle exists for them. Spitfire's a bit more iconic than I want. I'm being picky for good reason. It's about keeping things balanced. Colgate might work. We'll do a Colgate. Okay. And we'll do one more. Cloud Chaser. That hair at the top might look weird. It's probably not going to be moving. Cheerilee could work. Unless I can find somebody else, but I can't. So I'm going to go with Cheerilee. So this is Carrot Top. Sweetie Belle. That's probably one word, but who cares? Colgate. I mean, the model names alone are enough to identify, but it's easier if they're just standard words. Okay. Now I need to get them moving forward at some consistent pace. For one, we're going to... I have to recopy everything. We're going to zero this. Oh no, OCs aren't out of the question for a lot of this stuff. The only reason I would say no to an OC for something like that is if it's if it again stands out too much, and in general most OCs stand out too much. Why are you... Oh, that was just the angle. I was like, I thought she was like running downwards for some reason. Okay, now it's easier for me to get my timing on this. Okay, for one, they need to run faster than this. This is panic moment. So like that, and I can always slow it down again. Okay, I think that that's sliding a little. It's hard to tell when they're not actually on the ground. Actually, it's pretty good. Yeah, that looks actually pretty good. So I'll keep that. Oh, the credits to the Australia video, it was a credit is a reference in the book as well. Some of the stuff isn't references to exact situations like that. At least in book 1 is not a reference to something in book 1, because technically when she runs into that the first time she's flying, but I'm thinking the second time she might have walked by, I can't remember. It was just something to throw at the end that I could make pretty simply. Okay. I don't... Oh, I copied Sweetie... Oh, this is going to probably be disgustingly weird looking. I'm going to undo that. But I kind of want to see. Actually, she just kind of looks thin. Just like, head's too big. I'm sorry, Sweetie Belle. You're better now. I was wondering why one of them looked weird when I copied it. Hello, Brad. Okay, so I need somebody to be in the shot as soon as it starts with the running. And I'm probably going to play with their variation in how they're running in a little bit, but I'm going to at least get down their base run. I need somebody that's going to cross... For one, I'm going to deselect the route, move it over so she's running at a different pace. Oh, it's too far forward, that's why. I want to have her start running when it gets closer. Probably gonna also move it to the other side. I think I want to keep the pace going more forward, so I'm going to turn her a bit more this way. And actually, she seems to be going... apparently slower. I should be going the same speed. I think I'm going to start Sweetie Belle running right away, because she's probably going to be the slowest, so she'll disappear from the camera shot altogether pretty quick. Pretty sure I'm not going to need all that. On how to end, I have no idea right now. I think for one, she needs to be turned. But I think that she needs to go faster. See, this is how far she's going. Look at those legs. Look at her go. It's fighting gravity. Definitely going too fast. I'm gonna find a spot where she's actually on ground. Still a little too fast. I think that should work. Yeah, that works. But actually, if I keep it as it is, it looks like Shirley's running from her students. Q, you're on your own. But no, I don't really have any plans on how to finish this right now, because I've just been kind of playing it by ear. I mean, every shot so far has just been whatever. Alright, so I need to make sure that this is adjusted correctly. So she needs to be raised up, so she's impacting the ground correctly. And then if she start floating, yes. Is it a a pretty consistent downcline. I think so. So if that's the case, that makes this easier. So we'll say it starts there. Let's decrease her height. Good enough. I'm gonna have her at this point look up. Okay, head, lock, and then we're gonna just in this a little bit. Oh, no, actually I forgot. No, not like that. Position stays the same. Actually, position we need to change. Instead of locking, we will lock that. That should allow me to do what I want. Okay, yep. So what that did is it made it, by locking the body, I was able to slow down random motions in the head, like by the bobbing, because it's been churned, and make it work better for the angle that she's looking at. Is there ears? Left, down. There they go. Alright, when she goes to turn, she needs to blink. Yay, dragons, all happy. No. Supposed to be sad. Sad pawn. Be sad. Good pawn. Trinity is always hard because usually doesn't translate right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Shirley at just being a little dick and running away from the kids. You're not a little angel, Shirley. I would think that... Nah, let's leave it like that. I really don't care about the details of it. It's a stupid video. And I think right at the end here, I'm going to make it so that Sweetie looks over and is like, the fuck, Shirley? What are you leaving me behind for? I'm just a little kid. And we got to make her sad about it too. The only thing that would make it better is if she tripped, but I don't want to animate that. Now I need 2 more poems. I'm probably gonna add 1 more, like, screaming or something, just because that'd be funny. Whoa. Yeah, see, Charlie, that's what you get. Going away from the kids, and you get bonitis. See, she'll get through. She'll pull through. She's doing She's doing pretty good. Ponies can do that. Yep, she can. She'll pull through. Poor Charlie. Kind of actually felt bad. All right, you're fixed. You're cured. No, I can't keep that. Keep that though. Alright, okay, little child is flying. Bad little child. Who said you could fly? Alright, so from here, I'll just say from here because that looks close enough. To here. Alright, I think I'm gonna have another one come up off the corner here. Sorry, this is running through my head. I have an idea for something. It's a bad habit of if I get an idea for something, I'll just stop everything I'm doing and run it in my head and I like lose track of the world for a moment. Oh, yeah, we're not doing that again. There we go. Oops, it still doesn't work that way. So this is going to be her coming in right at the end. Yep, that works good. You need to keep it lively, so it needs to have people coming in and out throughout. That one, I don't know if I need to adjust the... Oh, nope, a little bit right there. They're doing pretty good at this point. But we will just from there get it raised up. That'll work fine. No, there was one of the bloopers I actually animated a pony falling. I just don't know. Oh no, I did it in slow-mo. What's a pony that would be good at falling? Might just grab from the other pack here because it's no names. Sea Swirl. I like Sea Swirl. That's the dolphin one. She's got to go in there. Let's see if I have this animation. I know. I didn't export it. Wait, maybe? Aha! I think it's this one. It'd be really weird if that's like one of the only ones I exported. Where'd you go? Oh. This is an old run cycle too. A little too fast. I need to watch that again to see if one of the others might work better, though. Oh, this is not the one I want. I want the blooper version. I think rarity might work the best. Actually, Fluttershy's might work. Let's try Fluttershy's. Did I save Fluttershy's? I think I had rarities. Yeah. No, Scootaloo, I can't import the animation to. I'd have to actually do it all from scratch. Because Fluttershy's could work. Who else was there I could take just in case? I already had rarities. Pinky's just Pinky. What the hell? Apparently there's another Applejack in there. I didn't realize this. Whatever. Yep, so I think that's it. It's just that one. This is woo! It's fun. Alright, I need to make phone have speed. Look from above, I can see it a bit better with the ground by perspective, so that's why I'm trying to do that, to figure out if the hoofs stay in the spot or not. And it looks pretty good, so let's keep that. Okay. guess I can do like this. I just have to be more careful. I might have to just rely on it being like this. Alright, I have to give her a reason as to why she tripped. Might be thinking a bit too much of this, but... I'm going to keep her eyes closed the whole time because I don't really need them open. Oh, your face. No work. Her eyes are broken. How you do? Those work. No, these are redirecting weird. That's controlling her mouth right now. Something's weird. Oh, it's working though. Whatever, not gonna worry about it right now. She does want belly rubs, I guess. I'll see what this is. Okay, the only thing I'm not liking right now is that there's nobody that's as the centralized point. They're all coming out of the woodwork, but there's nobody coming to the middle. I'll leave that for Bon Bon. We'll even have her kind of swerving around a little bit because she's probably drunk. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but we're just going to believe it. And then suddenly she's just like, meow. Speed Demon, Bon here. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to offset this and do this on separate motions. Oh, no, I can do it the same one. It's just going to take a little bit more time. Maybe if I do it like this. So why is that jump so much? I'll just do it like this, So within here, she just needs to turn more. She's not centered. Trying to hide some of the more drastic motions by there. That helps a little bit. What's up, Ciscus? Oh, she's followed by belly rubs. How's that work? How do you hold Pona and belly rub? was thinking about just making somebody to stand there and scream, but I think that would take more time than I want to do. Let's put the lights on. Oh, I haven't lit that shot yet, have I? Nope. Why haven't I lit that one yet? That's like the same as this one. Just get the eye. Oh no, I'll keep the eye light. Alright, yeah, this is why I wanted to do it, because this is now me having to remember all the stuff I have to copy. Okay, so this one's the highlight. Highlights the top of the head, so it's the rim. Nope. What's that secondary? Oh, I don't even need that one now. An highlight is needed. Okay, so for the direction this is going, the clouds need to go to the right. Sure, but I'm going to add extra motion the other way. Ooh, be careful with that. Hello, Jack. How can I make volumetric lights work wonders like I'm making a halo picture? What do you mean like halo picture? Volumetric lights are pretty awesome, but they're they have some downsides and limitations as well. Probably should light both eyes. Right now I got one of them dark, one of them light. Okay, and this one I had the clouds in there. This one I need to put the clouds in too. wonder if I had this spinning the opposite direction. No, well, for one, I shouldn't have this on. Nope. Feels weird. Just tilt it a little bit this way. The downsides to volumetrics, certain models that have transparencies when placed in front of some kind of volumetric light don't behave correctly. Sometimes can disappear. If you're trying to get sharp shadows from volumetric light, usually there's so much volumetric light in front of or behind it that it makes it super difficult and makes it, you have to make it so refined that it looks weird. It can cause issues with certain particles, where the particles won't show right in front of. I think it has to do kind of with the alpha thing. Getting them to blend correctly enough can be difficult. They don't over brighten, so you if you want to add certain colors or certain hue to something. Usually if you try to make it beyond a certain brightness, you're just going to end up bleeding towards white. It's really hard to try to utilize it for a lot of those reasons. If you want spotty volumetrics, like a normal fog is going to have areas that are thicker than others, so if you try to utilize it as a fog, it doesn't work that way. It's volumetrics is just going to be a blanket of light. You can increase like the noise strength, but that's a random motion within, so you can't always guarantee certain patches are going to be where you want it to. So it's volumetrics are great, but there are times where like sometimes you want to use like a particle to create some kind of a foggy look or that in between so that you get that patchy feel. Otherwise you're just going to get literally just an opaque mask over stuff, which can definitely work out good. I like using it for like mountains in a distance, for trying to hide them into the background. But the problem with like those is that you put the volumetric light in front of the mountains and you can't fade it towards a darker color. You could only fade it towards a lighter color. So if you're doing like a night shot and you want to hide mountains into a black background, it's really a lot more difficult to do that than like a blue background. So yeah, I don't know. See, this is where Japan got their flag. I see. Got it from Crackle. Alright, yeah, so this one I can essentially say is done. This is about the same. Yeah, examples help. Okay. Need to balance this out. This one, if this needs to balance with the other shots, so like here to here, this probably needs to be a little darker. I think this needs to be a little lighter. In post, I can add those really harsh shadows, like by really crushing the black. I think it's crushing the blacks or crushing the whites. I can't remember how you call it. I actually wanted to do it for lighting to try to get, because usually they recommended like drawing that if you're trying to figure out how to like draw a hand, is take a picture of your own hand or a facial thing, is to use an example. Just because you've been doing it for a while doesn't mean you're an expert at it. So anybody can utilize these. An example like that. There's something that's not right in here. He's too well lit all the way around. There, and I'll drop the ambient. That's better. Is either out of focus or it's just out of focus. There it goes. But they said like to use examples and stuff, and there's like, because I've been playing Horizon, and that has some really cool use of volumetrics and the way that light shines through distant objects. They did a very good job of portraying distance when there isn't distance, and that's kind of what I need to do in SFM. So I actually want to take some screenshots from that and then try to replicate, because I can learn a lot probably from how it did it. Though the engine there is going to be treating light differently, I might have to do some weird workarounds, but having the option is nice. Okay, so what do you mean? Okay, so what do you need for volumetrics then? That's the thing. There's a picture, but it's what are you trying to do with it? Do you have an example of something that has what you want to try to do? Okay, you want to have the character HD, then that's lighting in general, and that's always situational. I mean, I wouldn't be able to give you specific tips with it. It's a lot of putzing. I mean, that's essentially what I've been doing here for like lighting. Layer here was just creating a couple lights and just putting them down in the ways that work. Yeah, rule of thirds helps too. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, Floopy-Doopy. Good. Is this camera changing perspective at all? Very slowly. Guessing. Okay, that does work. I was trying a few things. For one, this camera got wobbly. There's actually one thing I noticed after it was kind of too late. It was in the Australia video. There's a part with the camera that I had done some changes with, and it had broken the camera there. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, this, no matter what, never goes to 0, even if I want it to. I think I'm going to start this a lot more zoomed in. Or can I even... No, I don't have that selected this way. No, I think the perspective change isn't needed, which is weird, because normally it kind of creates a nice effect. Maybe add a little bit, but not much. Yeah, that works. As long as this doesn't have her fade out, well, in the middle, it does. Because that's... not good. Yeah, don't really throwing numbers at people. You gotta just keep it simple. So you don't need to give the background for stuff. If people want to look that up later, that's great. But if you try to give it to them now as to why or whatever, it's not gonna. It doesn't help anybody. The rule of thirds it essentially says that things look better if you keep them along the 1/3 line. And 1/3 line, I mean, if you were to split this into thirds. So like around here, here, and here. Actually here I can do this. Around here and here. I'm drawing pictures. And then here. Here. It's very rough, so don't follow that exact. But it states that you want to have your subject at one of these corners, or at least the point of focus. And normally a point of focus is somebody's face, if that exists. And then this would be her horizon line, so it's usually where you want to place like the horizon in the distance. So normally if the ground is more of a focus, you put it up here so that you can see 2/3 of it as the ground, and you put your ground here if you want to have it looking up more towards the sky, and then your subject would be sitting or usually placed along this kind of line. So yeah, throwing pictures. Yeah, there is a tools out there. I have one out on my DA under the resources. Otherwise, if you look in the workshop, I believe that there's one. It's like cinema something. Cinema Scope, I think. Can't remember what it was called. But it was like it was an overlay that you can put on that was actually had a bunch of other things on it. That was pretty nifty. I thought it was called Cinema something. there it is. Yeah, it's called CinemaScope. So this will actually break it up into thirds for you. I think it's also that is partially based on having black bars, but it will at least give you an idea. The vertical ones don't change, and that's really the important ones. The other ones you can just kind of eyeball, and it doesn't mean either about place it directly on that line. The main things is the rule of thirds is stating is don't place your subject in the center, and don't place it too far off to the sides. It's finding a median in there, so you can be like here. I mean, you can tell here that he's, if you consider the main focus of his face is right here, which isn't at that point, but it's close enough. Like, or here, she's down here. So it's just it's about keeping things imbalanced and not having things easily divisible in half, because it just makes things weird. Like, I mean, there are times in which it is useful, for instance, to break the rule. One of them being this one. Like, this shot for Remembrance was made purposely to be down the center because I wanted her to look at the camera, and I wanted her to be the ultimate focus in there. So that's why there was nothing around her to be of a distraction. It was right at the camera. So there are times where breaking the rules okay, but for the most part, it's going to be follow the rules, or follow the rule in some way. And I can't even like adjust that to make it work. But yeah, I did have a rule of thirds overlay that I made, just super simple, but I never even used that. It's just innate to me. Like here, it's like I didn't want to have her in the center, so I moved her off to about that third line, close enough. I mean, if it's centered like this, it's just mainly move it. Move it so that the camera has them off to the side a little bit. And also, if they're on this third, to have them looking into a shot, not out of it, so they're looking into the majority. Don't do like this, because they're looking off into an area, but you can't see it, so it's about having them look into a shot. But for a lot of the camera work, that link that was posted earlier for Flooby Newbie, it goes over the science behind a lot of the cinematography used in The Incredibles. It's really, really useful. A lot of the stuff when I read through it I knew, but when you see how something like that was utilized for such, it actually is very useful to be able to see how they use it, and that somebody big like that is actually breaking it down like that. So. No, he's right. It is how it is. The rules of cinema state this is what you should do, unless you shouldn't. And there are times in which breaking the rule is actually, and it makes it better. So it's just recognizing when those times are. Okay, I still want to figure out what to do with these shots. I think like one of these shots, do I have like whether or not these have bones and whether or not they match Ponyville. I know I think it was during Nutrifin's Smile when he had movable shutters, but whether or not that was just a makeshift something or another. Yeah, a lot of like how I do with the camera is, yeah, if it doesn't feel right, if you can look at it and it just feels off, keep moving it around until it feels less off, and then that probably means you're in the right direction. So keep trying things and see what happens. fidget. That's what I do with a lot of stuff is I don't know what I'm trying to achieve, but I know that if I just keep trying and changing, eventually, like, I'll follow that trail of what feels better and or what my mind says feels better. So I have some options. Like, I could use this, but I don't think it's gonna work. It's too wide. These always look so destroyed. Works great for like Fallout stuff, but when you actually want a nice clean town. No, that'd be too wide still. I'm gonna try something else. Just gonna go stallion. Just maybe store. Just looking for something that can be shut up. Or closed. What is this? I don't think that's how fans work. I think that one's broken. Yeah, I've only got buildings when it comes to store. I'm not sure how I want to do that for... Because I want to differ it enough. I don't want to have like a shot that's just similar to one that's been done. This doesn't really help much. I don't know if I want to do another derpy joke where it cuts off to something that makes no sense. I wonder if I can cut to this one. I don't know if I need that. No. Let's leave it as it was. From him, yeah, I sent him the video I think yesterday. I've already been talking about him. I don't know what to put in there. Yeah, that's what I thought. It probably would just be weird to put that in there. I'm thinking that what I can do, at least for this first one, is we're going to go to a shot that has a slightly busy background. We're going to go to... let's do a 50 zoom. We're going to do Pegasus are brave, so we're going to do that because we have to make somebody that can actually stand up, not be running away. There we go. It's the brave Rumble Dash in her armor. Deep blue and deep blue, right? I'm probably gonna do Cloud Chaser. So I want to have her like pointing the way for people to go. I'll probably do this shot right here. I'm probably gonna do an 85 as well. I don't know if I can put Spike in there because Tom Spiegel might be pleased, and I think I have to maintain his negativity. It's entertaining. I think it's hilarious how many people know Tom Spiegel. He's probably the most popular commenter. No, for people that don't know, Tom Spiegel is a person on YouTube that will comment on almost every video of Pony at some point if he doesn't see Spike, and will make mention that it is bad because Spike is missing. He'll be like, oh, all the other friends are important, Spike's important too, why is Spike missing? And he's been doing it for years. And it is almost like I think it's Anthology, we were like digging through the comments trying to find the Tom Spiegel comment. We found it, and it wasn't about Spike, and we were disappointed. So, yeah. So Spiegel's just, if you're a content creator, you've seen Tom Spiegel stuff. Trying to think if there's an animation I have that I can steal a point from. Yes. No, she's not turned though. Nah. Okay, I'll have to do it. There's a point, but I'd have to still adjust the body to make it work. And it's not going to be worth it. In terms of Touch Spiegel, sometimes like we've had it where Spike is in there, but he felt it wasn't in there enough. So he'll comment and let you know that there's not enough Spike. It's been such a joke, and it's fun. So I don't think I've seen a Thomas Spiegel comment on the current one, but technically it's not. They're based on the story. There is Spike, just isn't. He's not actually ever shown, unless you read one side story. Oops, I didn't want the neck locked. I don't think everybody hates Spike. I think I actually like Spike's gotten a lot better. But I think that most people don't have him anywhere at like towards the top of their list of her favorite characters or anything. Might just leave her eyebrowless. I don't know if I want to deal with the extra work of eyebrows in this. or caring about the legs in general. I just want to have an idea as to positions. He's a spike sense. Alright, that may be enough to at least get me going with that. Check that before. Actually, I should double check as to what my range is first. I was way off. with the surreal thing I see in SFM images. There is what's their name? Something dancer. I forgot their name. They don't do pony stuff. They do TF2 ones. But she or he or whatever, did one with like it was like the soldier with wings or something, but like the whole surrounding and everything was changed, and it was really neat. Okay, she needs some better eye things. I'll do... Actually, I'm gonna make it wider at this point, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that her eyes need to stay closed a little longer though too. I think they need to open closer to, oops, yeah, we got these two. Because then I can make it so that they go thing. I wonder if I can set her. Oh no, maybe not. No. No, I think that's like a poop face. This can work. I just have to increase the. No, I don't even know if that works with her. It looks like she's like freaking the fuck out. I don't want that. So we are going to keep skin at 0. We're going to make the eyes, though, do a little bit of a jump. And we're going to take the moth here. We're going to shout. Here. I think I want to have. I was thinking about actually like lip syncing something. But I think instead I might have her just open her mouth for a sec, like she is yelling something. But I think if I do that, it's gotta be like, let's go with open with a little bit of. I have not done enough lip syncing with these new ones. I have no idea what I'm looking at sometimes. Okay, this I need to fix because it makes it look like she's biting her lip. Okay, this can work. Kind of makes it look like Run. That was kind of the intent. I'm going to spread it out. I'm actually going to spread this part out because I like how the mouth looks there. There's a Tom Spiegel video? I didn't know he had a video. That makes one, but what I wanted to do, I think I might want to have the camera be a little in play here. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet. That didn't do anything. There we go. Only problem I found with doing some of these motions like this is, I think a straight video is that it can cause motion blur that gives like an artificial blurriness to the actor. That actually can work. So now what I want to do is add in, I'll put Carrot Top back in just because. So actually, you know what? I can make this even easier. So we're going to go and grab Carrot Top from here. This one I'm going to name something very descriptive, like my hoof points. Where are you, Carrot Top? Oh, there you are. Where is that the relationship camera? Oh. Right there. Wow. Alright, so now we need to have, well, Tony not do contortions. Right. So we need to have them running by in the distance, or not. That's fine. So where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Get over there. Why are you... Okay, she's running correctly now. Okay, what I really want to do is have these sped up quite a bit. Probably more perpendicular to the camera. Oops. Okay. And then we're gonna grab let's grab Colgate, because why not? Oh, is it? Okay. So you still on? Yeah, for now. Probably for like another hour I'll be on. Okay, I probably want to actually start this one earlier. have it be a pawn that's probably already running. Alright, and now one more, and that's actually going to be one that crosses in front of the camera. Who should that be? Somebody that's dark. I don't want bright colors. Cicero might work. So right here, I want to have the actual pawn cross. Nope. A little bit. Failure. It creates a sense of urgency when when something swipes in front of the camera like that. It's going to be barely noticeable, but that's not the point. This shot, I don't want to have. Apologies, you want to have included in that. I don't want to have all this extra animation. It's just going to bog down processing and bog down memory. So there, I know that this isn't going to change, so that's fine. Then these ones, I don't even care if the hair works. I just want to make sure that it doesn't go wonky. I'm going to double check. The jiggle bones go effed up on one of them. Okay, so this one just go in. Who cares? Oh, actually, you know what? All these, I don't even care. In. You're not going to be visible. Colgate also has broken jiggles. Your butt cheeks, especially. This one's broken. Don't care. This one's broken, don't care. This one's broken, don't care. Actually, I don't think it even saved anything, don't care. I just don't want it to go weird. Okay. Now I need some lights. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. Lights direction, best to come from here because then I can actually create it as a rim. I'm going to increase our far Z, get a better angle. Too bright. Do it like that. Copy and get another one on the other side. I don't even care about making this have like the best looking anything. It's about just breaking up to create some kind of false lighting break or something. I don't even know. I'm just guessing. And the eye light is just to create a little bit of extra light in the eyes so they stand out. What I have to be careful of is that this background here is nowhere near as bright as everything else is looking. But that background also I think is way too dark. Like, I don't even care about animating the tail here on Cloud Chaser. Oh, I probably should ensure too. Ensure that the camera is focused correctly on palm. Do there, and we'll increase that aperture. Okay. Now I need to get that sky increased in brightness. I think I might be able to just lift it to do it. Kind of. I think I'm okay with that, but I want to have it be like right there is the right brightness, but then oh, there we go. Alright, perfect. Alright. I just had to angle it down. I'm not getting any visible ground. Nope. See, like here, because right now I have it be alright, see you later, Syria. Right now I have it timed where the mid beat, which normally or later is to pass the frame or the scenes quicker. So she's churning when the beat hits. So that I kind of want to do like the closing window bit on this, but I don't have a window to use, and I don't think any of these buildings have one to make that easy. Meaning I'd have to build one. I thought some of these had an interior. One of them does. I think it's a spawn point, and I thought it was over by here. Well, is it over here? Oh, here it is. Alright, yeah, so that's still not gonna work. I know I can make a building work. It's just fitting the style that would be hard. Because like actually, like how this camera is right now would actually work well. Is like if I could be looking at this, well, not right there, I guess that's a bad window, but like this window. That's a really thin window. I don't know what kind of creature uses that kind of window, but to have it shut like bam right in front of the camera. There is a sugar cube corner, but again, I don't know if even that will work. Where is it? Here it is. This is the low poly sugar cube corner. Actually, that one does have an interior. It's just pretty empty. And floating. Oh, it's just, that's not, it's just the way the lighting looked. I could put another one there. Yeah, it's really nice, but I don't think it has windows, does it? Because I think I have it. There's a sugar cube. Just checking out what's on any of those. Maybe you don't have it. I swear I did though, because I thought I've used it for something. That's actually a pretty nice building. It's Nazis though. That might not work well for some stuff. If I got it, it would be under user mod. I must not have it. I'm gonna do the cheat way to try to find it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nutrifin loved his sugar cube corners. I wonder if I can find it through here. Yep, here it is. Oh, I could probably actually link directly to the model too. There we go. No, it doesn't look like it has open windows either, though. So, it doesn't really work for what I need it for. Because finding a building is... I could probably find just some shack. I mean, ponies stay in shacks, don't they? See if I can even find one. It's just shack. It doesn't have windows. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna reload SFM because it is maxing on RAM 3400. It is going to crash, and I might as well control when it does. Hey, hey, hey! Stay out of my shit. Is there a Fat Albert pony? I'm kind of curious now. Somebody has to do fan art. Well, we do have some interesting ones, like that, and we got at that. Where'd it go? There we go. There we go. This is some pretty glorious things. Okay. Thankfully, I don't think anybody's ponified Fat Albert other than doing Fluttershy. So that's good. I think. I'm not quite sure what this is. No. I want to keep my soul. I'm a redhead. I don't have one anyway. Yeah, it's one of those things if you hope there isn't like a ponified version of something, but you'd be surprised. Somebody even did a comparison of Fat Albert and Chowder. I can actually see them. They look quite a bit the same, but I'm glad that they don't have a pony version. I'm kind of so curious going through here because I feel like I'm slightly disappointed that there isn't at the same time. But what do you do? But like going through Fat Albert, and then I search Fat Albert MLP, and I come up with Superman. things. Oh god, what did you find? Okay, I guess that works. Though it looks like just pony creator with like stretched stomach, so I don't know if that quite counts. I was thinking that there'd be some like super way too much effort kind of thing. Shack. Every time I say shack, I want to like say it like the freaking. Is it a song from way back? Shack. Oh, that's a pretty nice shack. It's got a window. It's just boarded up already. You're supposed to board it up. I'm supposed to board it up. I can't pre-board. Really? Your shacks suck. Okay, we're gonna look for a shed. See if maybe, well, ponies can live in sheds too. That is not a shed. That's like a trailer. That's not a shed. How did that get under shed? Oh, crushed. Okay. Alright, you're forgiven. So anything that's crushed is gonna pop up with shed too. It's like my hopes and dreams. Alright, so shed doesn't work. I guess we're gonna just search buildings. That's gonna be the next best. I don't even need a full building, so like this could work. Whoa, that's probably a little bit too. For one, the level of detail on this is super strong. I could kind of make it look like the buildings. It's like I feel like if I'm going through here, I'm gonna find like that one model that just is absolutely perfect and just glowing in angelic light, but yeah, that never happens. Ooh. No, that one doesn't work because that part of the model has disappeared right there. There's nothing open on this one other than half of it. That is a bunker. Though having ponies in a bunker would be kind of cool too. If it's supposed to be ponies hiding away, I can probably utilize some other things. Nope. Ooh. Might be overkill. But, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition? Oh, I thought those were interiors. I was like, oh, that might actually be interesting. I could actually use a lot of these, though. I had some ideas for stuff. Wow, where are these from? I don't even know. For some medieval stuff, kind of old Luna and Nightmare Moon stuff. Again, no interior. No interior. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go back to the. Who just called me? Somebody called me, but I don't recognize the number, so too bad. I'm thinking Shaft, but I'm just gonna go with Shaq because that's more funny. Because Shaq's trying to be all, or Shaft's trying to be all cool, but Shaq? No, no, dude, that dude funny. He just pops up and he's got that like wiggle face that he does. That would be that. Hold on. It's like, it's one of my favorite things. The Shaq wiggle. We can do this with. There we go. Actually, kind of works. It's the good stuff.
Damn right.
There we go.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? You're damn right.
Oh, I don't have a thing for forcing that to stay on top of things.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Can you dig it?
Okay. I don't want to get copyright on that for some reason. That is still one of my favorite gifts of all time, though. That, and especially when they combine it with the shaking cat. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm gonna find that brown building again.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Bye, people!
Did I pass it? I feel like I passed it. See, this always I just gotta load it while I have it. This brick. That would actually work though. I need wood. Let me see here. What do these buildings look like? Because they're. So I might be able to even recreate it. So wood planks crossing on yellow background that looks like plaster. Alright, yeah. Let me just find a window. If I can find something, a type of window, I can build around it. See, that's what I wish I could have, but those aren't boned. Actually, very few of these are. Like, that could work. No, because that's going to be on the other side. I don't want to have that. Oh, is there a version without that? Oh, no, damn. Probably fix it, but probably find a different one that'll work just as good. It's very important. Oh, I get it. It's Windows. Get it? It's Windows. That's stupid. Windows window. Nobody thought of that one before. The interior's broken. I wish there was an easy way to add bones to stuff. I've done it in the past. I think it was like some of the Fallout stuff I needed. I needed bones on it, and so I was just adding bones to some of the models, like for drawers and stuff, because they were made to be boned. They were. That sounds really weird when I say it that way, but they were just missing them in forged models. Really, come on. That would be super protective. I don't think that would. These wouldn't act like they would need to, where it would drop slowly. But that actually would be kind of funny to just drop shades and like that instead. I didn't actually see anything that actually works. The one kind of works, but I'd have to play with the texture, and I don't want to do that. I might just go with some other means. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go with some other means here. Alright, so we have chaos. And this one I'm gonna have to add more ponies in the background, but I'm not worried about that right now. So what could be a follow-up to chaos? Actually, I should get rid of... Oh, I already got rid of crackle. Okay. I don't want these anymore either. Every time I hear this part of the song, all I can think of is a dolphin. Yeah, you can add bonus to a model. So, like, there's a program out there that will let you take a model and decompile it, so it'll put it back to its SMD format and whatever. Sometimes it doesn't always grab everything correctly because it's kind of, we're trying to figure out what it should be. But you can then load that into a 3D software and add bones to it. But if you do add bones, then you have to rewrite the QC so that it actually can correctly detect the bones. And you have to be able to weight things correctly. The ones that I was adding to were like drawers and stuff that were already part of the model. So it was just the act of grabbing all those specific vertices, adding it to a bone that it doesn't have to be weighted to anything, adding the stuff to the QC, then recompiling the model. I mean, it takes time, but it's possible. But after I got to where it was taking me a lot of time and other people knew better, so I think it was Percy at the time I had asked, and he helped me out by converting some of them for me. But there's barrels here. I'm trying to think of another thing that would follow up, because you want to follow up chaos with chaos. So, like right now they're all running. So it makes sense to follow it up with more of that type of thing. But I don't know what else, what kind of chaos follows up with the running. I think, actually, I can probably use these, tables, but not for that previous shot. So 0.041. This tends to be what I'm using for these. So I could probably have people hiding under there. Pony's running indoors implies a lot more time to show where they're going. Like the other one, they were just running. That was it, straight, just somewhere. But these ones would be a little different. So who would be under a table? I can't use the ones that are running later because that doesn't make any sense. I'll just use some of Nutrifin's randoms. They really come in handy. These are super short shots, so I can do just about anything I want with it. I haven't put any males in here yet. Ugh, males don't work well when crushed down, though. Too much like Bon Bon. Oh, they look the same. With different color eyes. It's Pegasus. Wouldn't make any sense to hide near the ground. You're ugly. I don't know what's that. How many Pegasi? What's with these colors? The thing is that they're actual color schemes from the show. Alright, I'm just gonna pick one. You look good. Alright. You're going under a table. Get out of there. So this way is the standard way. Okay, I'm gonna fix her pelvis by rotating the pelvis, not the rest. Okay. Now we're gonna default again. So this is the straight way. Show you what I'm trying to do in a sec here. Okay. So I don't want the pony like not sitting. I want to have it pony partially standing. So I am making it so that I can just sit, not slide away default, but default, and do a partial stand. Alright, that should actually work. Phone needs to go a little further down, or poke the head out more so the head's completely out of the table. Kind of looks like Scootaloo.
Thinking how much more of life can he stand, and how many years can he cram for his fate gives way and he's ash in the sand. And is it the last stop on the road or the next step in the path grand and unknown? A milestone formed from the fruits of his ways. Okay, and what comes with the end of his days, but the sun's rays shine on the face. So
come on, dude, Finn, that's lazy.
Woke to the sound, walked to the door in a bedtime gown. Policeman said that his son's been found. He was shot in the head near a club downtown, and the terror in her heart was profound. Her legs broke down, she collapsed to the ground as the walls were spinning all around. He said, "Man, please you need to come right now." So she's sitting down, dazed in a cop car, swerving through lanes in a maze where the crazed are, and locked in a haze from the shock or afraid as they stop with a stomach
I'm thinking of utilizing this other one to show multiple ponies hiding under there. I don't even think I'm going to care about the hair clipping. It's freaking hair. What do you expect? Probably digging through models. Don't know how far I break the autosave is. Probably just some neck motions. It cannot be. Oh, that's in this one. Oh wow, it's actually further back than I thought. Well, actually, I really didn't even do that much. It's just making sad pwn sad. Fun thing with redoing stuff is normally it's do it extremely fast the second time because you already know what to do. They're like essentially the same thing done again. Okay, we need one more random pawn. Okay, this one I can use a man, because if I was soon to be positioned, gray will work. Wow, his head's huge. We're gonna make you a small pawn. Oh look, you're small. I swear I've used this lucky one for a crap load of times. I think actually I used at least a version of him for the Fallout video. Okay, but if I want to have him be the focus, it's gonna have to be changed a little bit. He's trying to be sneaky. It's like, you don't see me. No. Probably, actually, I'm gonna lift him up a bit more. Mainly because I can't have his head in the table. So, well, I could. That's a creative choice. Ah. Stick your hair and cheat it. Oh, because SFM runs on 32-bit, it's old, running on a very old engine. It can't utilize much more than I'm going to be rough, but about 3.5 gigs of RAM or memory in use at any time because of addressing. Meaning that, and it shows the memory down here, when it says to hit like the high 2000s, it'll turn red. But if I start getting towards that limit, it can't hold anymore. So it runs out of memory and crashes. So normally that builds up. If I have a shot that has way too many different models loaded, I can load in 1,000 of the same model, but it only has to maintain the location information for the 1,000, not the model information. If I have 1,000 different models, that's a lot more in memory. So very complex scene builds with lots of different models loaded, and lots and lots of different motion. Or if I've been going through a library, like before when I was searching through models, it has to index all that and it has to hold that info. So that will build up the memory, and if that hits the too much, yeah, it just crashes. So when it was at 3400, I know it's going to crash pretty quick, and I'd rather have it that I control when it crashes than when the software decides to. So. So this is one of those ones where it's actually kind of looks a little pitch. So I was gonna actually keep it where they are looking off the bit like this. I think I'm just gonna split them up a little bit more and have them be a little bit more. So I want to make sure these are identifiable as picnic tables, because this is going to be a very quick shot. Kind of makes it look like the hoof's broken here. I think what I need to do is I need to have the other hoof visible. Awkward. Can I wrap it around? Oh, that looks even weirder. Let's leave it like that. I think I just need to have her looking up a bit more. Yeah, actually, I said that earlier that that looked like Scootaloo. Once I get some lights on it, the coloration might change and help a little bit. I think I'm gonna keep a consistent camera change of like going like because if I keep the same camera movement like that over and over again, even if I'm jumping shots, I'm fine. Okay, this one can be... I don't really plan to animate them very much, so I'm going to call this essentially done, even though it's not going to be... I did that wrong. 100. There we go. Okay. Alright, need another... Okay, so this is back to this shot, kind of. I'm thinking about having a pony that is drinking. like implied alcohol. I don't know if the official pony mug exists. I could use this one because he seems like a pretty nifty guy. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to... That's how you spell it, but still. Okay, there's the Steiner stand. Is there a Steiner mug? Why am I running Windows 7? Because originally Windows 10 had issues with SFM. I think it's all been figured out by now, but I like Windows 7. Why change it if it's not broken? Let's see. I swear that there is a model for a mug. Wow, that got really sciencey. I swear there's a mug. I mean, to me, that's an easy model. So I would think that somebody would have made it. Okay, I thought they made it a long time ago. And if they did, why the hell have I not downloaded it yet? It seems like something I would want. I have a feeling that this might be a extensive endeavor. Yeah, like that. That's the Stein I'm looking for. But I don't know if it exists. I swear it does. Yeah, I agree. I think that there is one. I just don't remember where. Look, if they put the time into making a crackle, somebody's got to made a freaking mug. The cookie jar. I guess it actually could work. Problem is that I know that I'm gonna probably pass it. There's another method I have to determine. Did you already find it? Ha! It's got foam too. Oh, is that actual cuts? Or is that? I don't know. Perfect. Thank you. Useless pony props. What are you talking about? It's for drunks. It's not useless. A breakable one? Okay, so those aren't actual cuts. That's cool that you can break it though. Oh, it is actually bent up too. Nice. Foam me. Alright, this is what I want. There's only one pony for doing this. Should we just ever sit by a tree drinking? That sounds like Berry Punch. Anytime the software says acting weird, I like panic and I have to like exit anything I'm doing. If you ever see me load up the model screen, then back out, and then go back in again, it's because I loaded it up, forgot to save before going in, which is because when you're loading the libraries there, that's a prime time for crashing. Tree seems too big almost. You know what? I'm going to put her by the barrels instead. There we go. Alright. But with this, I think I might actually cut the stream here because I think my sister is back and their friend is here now, so I don't want to be too much drink. I don't want to be a dick and not hang out. So I just want to get her over here. And I'll move that. So, okay. So I am actually going to head out here so that I can hang out with people that are here. So yes. Thank you for coming by for shorter stream and stuff. And we will finish this more on Tuesday. And hopefully get some better ideas for stuff. So, alright. And, well, that's not the one I want to shut off. We want to shut off. We're going to try Kitty. Good kitty. So, alright. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, bye, bye. Have a good weekend and stuff. Meow.